Over the past 4 seasons of Married to Medicine, Drive, Jackie Walters has inspired millions of fans by bravely sharing some of her most personal problems. From her own struggle with infertility to her battle with breast cancer, she's a two-time survivor. There's not much the reality star has kept private, but there's one topic the 54-year-old OB/GYN didn't anticipate on tackling: her husband Curtis Berry's infidelity. News of the affair first broke when photos of Berry with another woman went viral. The mistress was allegedly unaware Berry was even married until their hookup make the rounds on the internet. I didn't intend to share it, Walters tells People ahead of the season 5 premiere Sunday. However, it was addressed. It's one of those things that you do better than healing in private than you do allowing the public to share it. So yeah, tough is probably an understatement. Dr. Jackie and Curtis Berry Quantrell Colbert at Bravo. Since then, she and Berry have been working through their conflict as they attempt to save their marriage. I want to figure out a way to fix it, Berry begs her in the season 5 trailer. How do you fix humiliation? Walters asks in return. As doctors, we're trained to fix almost any situation. But there's not amount of medicine that can fix these marriages. Things haven't been easy. And while fans will have to watch to see what happens, Walters admits to People she's still working through a long journey to forgiveness. If you asked me to describe Dr. Jackie in season 5, I think my line would be, Dr. Jackie gets to decide on the courage to forgive versus the freedom not to. That's kind of where I live in season 5, she says. The forgiveness part of infidelity is a spiritual journey and it does not always happen overnight, she continues. I'm certainly in a place where I can forgive most, if not everybody. But how can infidelity-damaged relationships survive? Walters pauses. Who says I've forgiven him? She says. It's such a roller coaster effect. And deciding to stay or not to stay changes from day to day. Whether you stay with a person or not, you still have to walk in forgiveness. It doesn't always end in saving the relationship. I think unforgiveness is poison to me and not to the person. It takes a lot of work, and sometimes it doesn't work. Related video: RHOC's Shannon Beater and David Beater have separated after 17 years of marriage. The one thing Walters isn't doing is blaming herself for Berry's affair. I have refused to own any rights to that choice that Curtis made, she says. I firmly think infidelity damages a relationship because there are a host of conditions and qualifications and considerations that you have to go through and ask, what is it that got my significant other to that place, so I own none of it. Infidelity to me is a choice. I cannot make you make a choice. You choose to respond, nobody made you respond that way. In the meantime, Walters is focusing on the most important thing: forgiving herself. I'm allowing the mistakes and the pain to have a purpose, she says. And building self-love and self-consideration. I'm guilty of it, putting everybody before me. But this season, I've learned to love me. And loving me isn't selfish. Married to Medicine airs Sundays 10 p.m. ET on Bravo.